project. We're getting ready to leave and really wanted to highlight the deck that we ended up building here. What we ended up with is roughly about a 900 square foot deck with a whole bunch of unique features to it that have really made this actually the marquee part of this whole project. We had an existing concrete deck that was underneath this, and so instead of getting rid and jackhammering all that, we had to put a full membrane under here that would allow water as it transferred through the deck to be removed and taken out to an area out to the street, and don't want that water to just remain underneath the deck where it can possibly cause problems for the decking and the subframe in the future. The scope of it and getting all the ideas in mind and actually getting them executed to work with a lot of the landscape and nature that was here. One of the big things we wanted to do is incorporate the features that have always been with the home, the trees, the shrubs, some of the artwork that's around, and use it to highlight what we were putting in rather than take those items out and try and start with new. It had a lot of meaning to the homeowners, being that they inherited this home from their parents. It was very key that a lot of these items stay here, and we work with what's here, and I think we really got that highlighted in this project. The deck we used ended up being called Ipe. It's a South American hardwood. The Ipe we get is from Brazil. It's sustained. It's an eco-friendly product. It's all milled in a sustainable forest down there and brought up to us here in Southern California, where we receive it and then begin to do the process of installation. We've sealed it. We've put a clear stain on the Ipe. Ipe over time will naturally go with a bit of a silvery gray color. We can postpone a little bit of that with putting a clear finish on it, but that is ultimately where we'll head. We may come back in a couple of years, add another coat, and it should help kind of bring out the natural colors you see. We're really happy about it, so we're going to take you around and show you some other features of the deck. We wanted to highlight some of the features that really make this deck unique. Some of those are the bench behind me. This was custom built, obviously. Built to fit part of the landscape, incorporate the large tree that was here, and the camellias. The camellias are a bit of a family heirloom, so we wanted to make sure that they stayed in the forefront of the deck and that the clients are able to readily see them, interact with them, and just oversee and make sure that they were going to be taken care of throughout the life of the home. One of the features that helped make this all accessible and really specialize in what we do is we put in an 18-foot ramp. So when you're out at the street or pull up here, this is how you can access the home. The home is actually elevated up off the ground, and so the front door requires about 10 to 12 steps to get to it. The only access that would be feasible for this home is to park on the street and then come up the ramp here, but we were able to incorporate that, build that all out of Ipe also, blends in and just makes it a very nice gradual slope to get up to the deck and the home itself. One of the nice features here, so both while you're out enjoying the deck and when you're inside, you can see and hear the fountain. It's got a very nice trickle to it. It has lights incorporated, which you'll see in the evening really provide a nice luminescence out here and make it a very comforting place to be. A completely fire resistant wood. Its insects are unable to actually eat it, so it's completely insect resistant and really makes it work well for this type of situation where it's going to get some splash out of water, and really has added to highlighting some of the colors and the nature of the landscape that we were working with out here.